So hello everybody, in today's video I am going to show you how you can create automatic alerts using Flow and Power BI where the user does not need to click on a button to trigger the flow, okay? There are very useful cases for that and I'm going to show you one of them in today's video. Let's get started. Okay guys, I've shown you previous videos how you can export data to Excel or CSV using Flow and how to export data to a Word template. But in both cases, the user needs to click on a button to trigger flow. But you probably know that it's possible to create flows without the user actually clicking on a button. It just gets triggered by the data itself, which is very neat. And there is one particular case where I use this all the time. And it is when users are the owners of the data source. There are a million cases where this is the case. For example, you have marketing categories for products, and those are owned by marketing, and they live in an Excel file somewhere in SharePoint, for example. And what happens is that, the R&D team release new products and they forget to update the data source, so you will get blanks everywhere on your Power BI report. So with this flow, what we're going to do is we're going to tell the owner of that data source, say, hey, you need to go and update this because there are blanks. Okay, how to do it? It's actually very easy. So I'm not going to show you with an Excel example, but it's exactly the same thing. Here's the thing. I have this COVID vaccine tracker, you've seen it, and once in a while a location shows up in the data set. It's a live data source, so I get a blank in here. And I do follow the vaccine tracker myself, but there are some days that I don't have the time. So suddenly when I look the day after, there's a blank, and I don't want that. When there's a blank, I want to get notified so I can go and fix it, okay? So how to do it? It is actually very easy. Let me show you. So what we're going to do, here is the data source for the vaccine tracker. And I have created a measure that if there is a blank on the continent column, it will just count the number of blanks. In this data set, there's always one blank. So I want to know when there is more than one blank. And the one blank is the values for the world. There is no continent in the world. So that's why. So you do the exact same thing. Take the list that you want, count the number of blanks, and then publish it up to Power BI service. Okay. Now here we are in the service. This is, let me show you how it looks. So I have one data set and then I have 3 reports. So what we need to do in order to get an alert is, let's go back here. This is our vaccinations data set. So you're going to go in here and you're going to pin this visual to a dashboard. You need to be able to pin the visual. Unfortunately, I hope they'll fix this soon, so this is not necessary. So when you go to the dashboard, it is in here. You'll see it there. And then what you do is you go here and manage alerts. I've already have my alert set so that it says when blanks in location is above 1, because I always have 1, it has to be when it's 2, send me an email. And then I get an email that says, hey, you have a blank in your data set. And then I go to Power BI and I fix it. So it is really neat. Now, I am really hoping that this integration of Flow and Power BI will allow us to do smart alerts in powerbi.com, because there are a lot of restrictions in alerts. So number one, it has to be a number. You cannot do an alert on text, which is not the end of the world because you can always convert text to number, right? But it is a pain. Number 2 pain is that you need to create a tile on a dashboard. I would love to be able to drag and drop the measure into Flow and say, hey, this is 2, right? It's not possible yet. And then I can only imagine when the amount of cool, like, for example, now that they have this outliers algorithm, how about they send an alert every time they see an outlier? That is the type of alerts that I would love to see, and I am hoping to see now that this integration with Flow is getting better and better. So Do you have any specific wishes for the integration with Flow and Power BI? Let us know here on the comment box, and I will see you again on Thursday with the Text Fridays videos. We will continue with where we left off, not last week, but 2 weeks ago. So take care. Hope this video was useful, and